2020 జేఈఈ మెయిన్ ఫలితాలలో ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ విద్యార్థుల ప్రభంజనం. ఆల్ ఇండియా అన్ని కేటగిరీస్లు 18, 35, 251, 253, 582, 606, 778, 780, 812, 821, 1031, 1049, 1303, 1575, 1654, 1753, 1754, 1978 ర్యాంకులే కాక మరెన్నో ఉత్తమ ఫలితాలు సాధించిన విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్. ఈ ఫలితాలు సాధించడానికి కారణమైన లెక్చరర్లు మరియు తల్లిదండ్రులకు మా కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్.
So next we discussed about angular velocity. Next, acceleration. What is the acceleration in the circular path? See here. So we have to discuss about angular acceleration first of all. Angular acceleration. Generally it is denoted with alpha. Alpha is equals to generally rate of change of angular velocity. Rate of change of angular velocity, that is called acceleration, angular acceleration. So simply we can write it as alpha is equals to d omega by dt, or alpha can be written as omega 2 minus omega 1 by t, like that. This is angular acceleration, just like acceleration, rate of change of angular velocity. Next, its unit. What is the unit of this? Unit can be written as radian per second divided by again time second. Omega unit is radian per second, so that is equals to radian per second square. The unit of angular acceleration is radian per second square. Radian per second square. So this is the, and its dimensional formula. Radian doesn't have any dimensions, so 1 by t square, so that is t power minus 2. Dimension formula of angular acceleration is t power minus 2. So angular acceleration, so it is a vector. It is a vector quantity. What is the direction of this? Its direction is, the direction of angular acceleration is, so its direction is in the direction of angular velocity. In the direction of angular velocity, like this. This is angular acceleration. So these are the terms regarding to this circular motion: angular displacement, angular velocity, and angular acceleration. So now, and one more, in case of circular motion we have two types of accelerations. One is centripetal acceleration, another one is this angular acceleration. So what is meant by the centripetal acceleration? Centripetal acceleration, the direction of centripetal acceleration is always towards the center of the circular path. Next condition, what is centripetal? One more acceleration here we have, so that is centripetal acceleration. The acceleration acquired by the body due to the circular path. The acceleration acquired by the body due to the circular path. In that circular path, the velocity of the body must be changes. Velocity of the body must be changes. Of course, the body moves with constant speed. The body must have centripetal acceleration. Of course, the body moves with constant speed. Velocity of the body must be changes. How this velocity of the body changes? So centripetal acceleration, this is also called as center seeking acceleration. Centripetal acceleration or center seeking acceleration, that means it's always acting towards the center. Always acting towards the center. Why it is always acting towards the center? So generally acceleration formula is change in velocity by time. So that means always we must write Vf bar minus Vi bar divided by T. Vf bar minus Vi bar divided by T. So generally, see here, if the body performing circular path, generally if the body performing circular path in this situation, so this is the center, this is the center. So for example, at this position, the direction of motion of the body is nothing but its tangent. At this position, what is the direction of motion of the body? Tangent drawn at that position, tangent drawn at that position gives the direction of motion of the body. So let us say this is the velocity, initial velocity. After a certain time, this is the velocity of the body, let us say Vf bar. What we can write? Vf bar acceleration formula, Vf bar minus Vi bar. So this is the direction of Vi, but this must be written in this direction Vi, exactly opposite direction it is. Vi like this. So here Vi is acting downwards, but minus Vi is acting upwards. The line joining these two, this is the direction of acceleration. The direction of acceleration is nothing but in the direction of change in velocity. See here, initially let us say the body moves like this. What is the direction of motion of the body in circular path? At any position in its path, if we draw the tangent, at any position in its path, if we draw the tangent, that tangent indicates the direction of motion of the body. The tangent indicates the direction of motion of the body. See here the body moving downwards. So that's why this tangent indicates, let us say this is initial velocity. Next, let us say it is final velocity. Always what we can write? Acceleration formula, Vf bar minus Vi bar divided by T. So Vf bar minus Vi. So the resultant, this is the acceleration. Okay. Some other position, if we consider some other positions, always it acting towards the center or not? Let us check. Let us say this is the, for example, this is initial velocity and this is final velocity. Let us say initial and it is final. What we have to write? Vf bar minus Vi bar. What is the direction of Vi bar? This one direction. Minus Vi bar means this direction. This is Vi. Here it is minus Vi. Minus Vi means this direction. The line joining of these two. What is the direction? Always acting towards the center. So the direction of acceleration is nothing but in the direction of change in velocity. So this is Vf, this is Vi. Vf bar minus Vi bar gives what? Acceleration. So this is the direction. What is the direction? It is towards the center. Next, some other position, let us check. At all and each and every position, whether it is towards the center or not the center. So let us say this is the center of the circular path. So here I am drawing like this. This is the direction of motion of the body, let us say Vi, and this is Vf. At any position we can draw. So that acceleration is nothing but in the direction of change in velocity. See here, this is Vi and this is Vf. According to acceleration, what we can write? Vf bar minus Vi bar. Vf bar like this, Vi bar minus, like this, this for this opposite, like this. So like this, like this. The line joining of these two gives this one. The line joining of these two gives this one. So this, what is the direction of this acceleration? Towards the center. Direction of this acceleration is towards the center. So at each and every situation, the direction of acceleration is nothing but in the direction of change in velocity. Direction of acceleration is nothing but in the direction of change in velocity. If we consider at any point in its circular path, always the direction of change in velocity is towards the center. So that's why acceleration always acting towards the center. Acceleration also always acting towards the center. So this is called centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration. The acceleration of the body always, centripetal acceleration always acting towards the center. Always acting towards the center of circular path. Towards the center of the circular path. Its direction does not changes. Its direction does not changes. So this is centripetal acceleration. How can you find out the magnitude of this centripetal acceleration? So let us derive the expression for this centripetal acceleration. Expression for the centripetal acceleration. See here. So this is the circular path. Center. Let us say radius vector r bar. It makes an angle theta to the horizontal. R bar makes an angle theta to the horizontal. So now here r can be divided into two components, r cos theta and r sin theta. R cos theta and r sin. Radius is a vector quantity. Radius is the vector and its direction is always acting away from the center. Here the radius is a vector quantity. Its direction is always acting from center outwards, outward from the center. So that is here r bar is the radius vector. Its direction is always acting away from center. So this is the radius vector. So here the vector can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. Here then we can write r bar can be written as r cos theta I cap plus r sin theta j cap. So r cos theta is along positive x axis and r sin theta is along positive y axis. So r bar can be written as r cos theta I plus r sin theta j. But we know omega can be written as theta by t. So from this theta can be written as omega t. Angular velocity can be written as rate of change of angular displacement, that is omega equals to theta by t, or theta can be written as omega t. So from this r bar can be written as r cos omega t into I cap plus r sin omega t into j cap. R cos omega t into I cap plus r sin omega t into j cap. So this is the radius vector. How can you define the velocity? Velocity can be written as rate of change of position. Velocity can be written as rate of change of position or rate of change of displacement, whatever it is. Rate of change of position here. V is equals to d by dt of r bar. What we can write r cos omega t I cap plus r sin omega t j cap. So V is equals to r common d by dt of cos omega t I plus d by dt of sin omega t j. R into d by dt of cos omega t can be written as differentiation of cos is minus sin omega t into d by dt of omega t plus differentiation of sin theta is cos theta, cos omega t into d by dt of omega t. So V is equals to r into minus d by dt of omega t is tt cancel, dt cancel. What we can get? Omega. minus sin omega t into omega plus cos omega t into omega. This is I cap, this is j cap. Here it is I cap plus this j cap. So V is equals to omega also common, r omega into minus sin omega t I plus cos omega t j, r omega into minus sin of omega t I plus cos omega t j. So this is velocity of the particle or velocity of the body in a circular path. This is the radius vector and this is the velocity vector. Velocity is nothing but rate of change of position or rate of change of displacement, anything we can write. Here r bar is the position vector letter, radius vector, or it is also called as position vector. So on differentiating this one, differentiation of cos is minus sin, differentiation of sin is cos. Next, acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. So acceleration is equals to d by dt of r omega into minus sin omega t I plus cos omega t j, d by dt of. So acceleration is equals to r omega into d by dt of minus sin omega t I plus d by dt of cos omega t j. So therefore acceleration is equals to r omega into d by dt of sin omega t. Sin is nothing but cos only, minus cos omega t into d by dt of omega t I cap plus d by dt of cos is again minus sin omega t into d by dt of omega t j cap, like that. So from this acceleration can be written as r omega into, so r omega into minus cos omega t into omega I cap minus sin omega t into omega j cap. So A is equals to omega comes out, minus and omega comes out, minus r omega square cos omega t I plus sin omega t j. So r comes into the root, A is equals to minus omega square into r cos omega t I plus r sin omega t j. Clearly follow the steps, very important. So that is, but here what is the value of r bar? R cos omega t I plus r sin omega t j. R cos omega t I plus r sin omega t j can be written as minus omega square into r. So therefore A is equals to minus omega square r. So that is the direction. Why it is minus here? What is the reason of minus here? What is the direction of r bar? What we considered? Direction is always acting away from the center. Direction of r bar is always acting such that it is acting away from the center. But acceleration, what is the centripetal acceleration? Centripetal acceleration always acting towards the center. So r bar and a bar must be in opposite direction. That's why it is minus 9. Here the negative sign indicates r and a must be in opposite direction. But what is the direction of r? Always acting away from the center. What is the direction of a? Towards the center. Both are in opposite direction. That's why here it is minus. A equals to minus omega square r. So this is the centripetal acceleration formula. A is equals to minus omega square r or r omega square. What is the meaning of negative sign here? Negative sign indicates that, what is that? Acceleration and displacement must be in opposite direction. Sorry, acceleration and radius vector must be in opposite direction. Is the next. So we calculated the formula for the centripetal acceleration. What is that formula? Centripetal acceleration formula. A is equals to minus omega square r. A is equals to minus omega square r. So next, here. Centripetal acceleration formula is minus omega square r. Here negative sign indicates that A and R must be in opposite direction. A and R must be in opposite direction. What is the direction of R? Away from the center. What is the direction of A? Always acting towards the center. Next, relation between first angular displacement and linear displacement. Relation between angular displacement and linear displacement. See here, for small angles, here I am writing, this is the circular path and this is the center. For small angles, let us say it is theta, this is considered as displacement and this is the radius r. We know about angle subtended at the center of the circular path. Angle subtended at the center of the circular path can be written as, what we can write, arc length by radius. Angle must be written as angle subtended or sector angle formula. Angle subtended at the center or sector angle formula, that can be written as arc length by radius. Angle is theta. Arc length, let us say this is considered as small. Arc length means, let us say from this position to this position, where we are considering the theta value between those two positions, that is called arc length. Here let us say arc length is considered as S, radius is R. Therefore, S is equals to R theta. What is S here? Linear displacement. S is called linear displacement and theta is called angular displacement. What is R? Radius vector. So, this is the relation between angular displacement and linear displacement. So, just one formula, and what is that? Angle subtended at the center is equals to, what we must write, arc length by radius. Arc length is considered as displacement, radius is R, S equals to R theta. Simple thing. So, next, relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Linear velocity is nothing but V, generally velocity, initial velocity. Angular velocity means omega. Linear velocity is nothing but the V and angular velocity is the omega. What is the relation here? But we know velocity can be written as a displacement by time generally. Velocity can be written as displacement by time. V is equals to, what is the displacement here? If a body completes a small circular path, the angle subtended at the center is equals to angle subtended at the center is equals to theta. In this situation, as I am considering the relation between the linear quantities and circular quantities, linear displacement, S is called linear displacement, theta is called angular displacement. So, V is equals to displacement by time, that is S by T for our convenience, that is R theta by T. What is the value of S? R theta. So, V is equals to R into theta by T. Theta by T is nothing but angular velocity. Theta is nothing but angular velocity. V equals to R omega. V equals to R omega. Next, simple relation అండి. Velocity is displacement by time. Already we got the displacement, that is r theta. R into theta by t. Theta by t is nothing but omega. Next, relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. Relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. So we know acceleration can be written as change in velocity by time. Let us say initial velocity is 0. Acceleration can be written as velocity by time. What is the velocity here? R omega by t. A is equals to R into omega by t. Omega by t is nothing but alpha. Omega by t is nothing but alpha. So acceleration is equals to R alpha. A is equals to R omega by t, that is R alpha. So this is the situations. Relation between angular displacement and linear displacement, angular velocity and linear velocity, angular acceleration and linear acceleration. So this is the relations between linear and angular accelerations. Now here, just now we got the relation centripetal acceleration can be written as omega square r. So if it is minus, negative in the sense direction, negative sign indicates the direction here. Just I am considering the magnitude. So AC is equals to omega can be written as, in place of omega what we can write, V by R whole square into R. So A is equals to V square by R square into R. AC is equals to V square by R. So this is the centripetal acceleration. This is one formula. We can use AC is equals to omega square R, or AC is equals to V square by R, or this can also be written as omega R here, omega square R, omega into omega R, omega into V, R omega is nothing but. So these are the three different forms of centripetal acceleration. Formula is V square omega square R, or V square by R, or V omega, like this. This is about circular terms regarding this circular path. So next here, just compare the linear terms and angular terms. Terms related to this. Terms related to, so here linear motion, and it is circular motion. So terms like linear motion, what are the terms related to linear motion? So let us say it is the displacement, it is denoted with S. Here it is angular displacement, it is denoted with theta. Displacement and angular displacement. Next, let us say here initial velocity, what we can consider it is u. Here initial angular velocity, let us say it is omega 1. Angular velocity is generally omega, let us say initial angular velocity. So here it is final velocity, let us say V. It's a final angular velocity, let us say omega 2. Next here, acceleration denoted with A, and it is angular acceleration, it is denoted with alpha. So these are the terms related to the linear motion and circular motion. Of course we have some more terms, later we can discuss about all those. So next here, how can we compare the equations of motion, kinematical equations of motion here. So kinematical equations of motion. Here the V is equals to U plus AT and S is equals to UT plus half AT square and V square minus U square equals to 2AS. So these are the kinematical equations of motion in straight line path. How these equations can be represented in circular path? What is V final velocity? Final angular velocity is omega 2. U is the initial velocity, initial angular velocity omega 1 plus what is A? Acceleration. Here angular acceleration T. So omega 2 is equals to omega 1 plus alpha T. That is the first equation of motion. This is linear term and this is E and U final and initial velocities. Here omega 2 and omega 1 are the final angular velocity, initial angular velocity. Here A is acceleration, here alpha is angular acceleration. Next equation, S equals to ut plus half at square. S equals to ut plus half at square. So here I am writing theta is equals to omega 1 t plus half alpha t square. S is the displacement. Here theta is the angular displacement. U is the initial velocity. Omega 1 is the initial angular velocity. Acceleration, angular acceleration. Next, I am writing here omega 2 square minus omega 1 square equals to 2 alpha theta. V square minus U square equals to 2AS. Final velocity, initial velocity. Final angular velocity, initial angular velocity. Acceleration, alpha. Displacement, theta. So these are the linear kinematical equations can be represented in terms of circular motion like this.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.